Welcome to Monkey See,
Monkey Review.
where we are now going to be talking about Loki, Episode 5, Journey into Mystery. Okay,
Spoiler alert right now. If you haven't watched this episode, go watch it, come back, let's talk about it, and here we go.
okay, so, spoilers, bye-bye. Okay, if this episode can be summed up in 2 words, for me, just for me, it is the words Easter eggs. Because this episode was chocked full from the beginning to the end with Easter egg after Easter egg, not out to the comic books, not out to the bigger Marvel universe, the MCU. Dude, everything about this episode I loved from go. Like, only thing that I was sad about is it ended.
Yeah.
Like, for real. So, yeah, dude, this was like one of my absolute... This is probably going to be my favorite episode.
Yeah, depending on how the next episode goes, I would probably agree with you. It's just a fun episode.
Dude.
From start to finish.
Yeah.
And then, all the different versions of Loki through the entire thing was awesome. Get to see my boy Mobius again.
Finally.
Yep.
Congratulations. He's not dead.
He's not dead.
He's with us still.
Yep. So it's good.
Yes.
It's good.
There was more people upset over the fact that Mobius got pruned in episode 4 than people were upset that Loki got pruned.
Yeah, because it's Mobius.
Right. I mean, everybody, like, Loki's Loki.
Well,
we love
here's
Loki.
The thing. If he got pruned in episode 4, it's not the end of the show.
Right.
And it's Loki. So Loki's coming back somehow. Mobius, however, was like, oh, is this really the end for Mobius, right?
Right.
Because he's not the main guy for the series. It's not Mobius.
No.
It's Loki. So it's like, potentially, this will be the last time we see Mobius.
It could have been that way. But luckily, it was not.
Yeah.
Now, sad point with Mobius, he did not come back in on a jet ski.
No, but we still got one more episode.
Right. I know.
I'm hoping that they just do that in another movie or show.
Yeah.
Like they're just, maybe Falcon Winter Soldier next time they're on the beach there, then all of a sudden you see some jet skis in the distance. There's Mobius.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if there's Mobius and Loki just cruising along.
Exactly. Like there's got to be some kind of moment where even if he walks back into his cubicle at the TVA at the end of the series and there is a jet ski sitting in front of his computer.
Yep.
Loki has just dropped him a jet ski right there. Whatever. I don't care. Just give the man his jet ski.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Feige, give this man a jet ski, please. Like, we're going to start a petition if he don't get one.
Yeah.
So, but this episode, from beginning to end, we get so many comic book references. One of the ones I literally screamed about was Throg, which is Thor Frog in the jar. When they're going down into Kid Loki's castle, we see Throg in a jar jumping back and forth trying to get to the Mjolnir that is actually outside of it. So the episode is fantastic. So we ended the last episode, Loki being pruned, waking up in this place where we didn't know where it was at, but he is surrounded by 4 other Lokis. Mm-hmm. We got boastful Loki, we got classic Loki, and then we've got Kid Loki, and we've got Alligator Loki. Dude, Alligator Loki is my favorite. Like, he was fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Look how he's getting carried around half the time, too.
Yeah.
It's like, you say you're the king, but you carry me.
Right.
Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I just love how everybody was like, is that a Loki? Yes. And I love how...
I'm not even weirded out by that. We're going to move on. Okay. I'm going to accept it.
Oh, my gosh. He's like, I would like to just... For y'all to know, that's not the weirdest thing that's happened lately.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not disturbed by it at all. And I'm just like, that's a valid statement.
Yeah.
That is an absolutely valid statement.
He had a slight breakdown.
He did.
When he landed.
Yeah.
Would someone please tell me what's going on?
Yeah. And then little Loki, Kid Loki, like, breaks out the sword, puts it to his throat. And he's like, do you want to summon Alliath?
Yeah. Shut up.
He's like, shut up before we all die. Alliath is the gigantic purple smoke monster, which is actually another comic book reference. He is actually, again, connected with Kang and Ravonna Renslayer. So it's looking more and more like we could actually get Kang in this series.
Mm-hmm. See, I heard a rumor the other day that it could be Doctor Doom. It'd be interesting.
I would love that.
It'd be interesting.
Like, no lie, I would love that. I don't think it's going to be Kang. I really don't think it's going to be Doctor Doom, as much as I would love to see that. I really think they're going to save him for the big reveal when they finally get around to the Fantastic Four series.
Yeah, I don't think they're there yet.
No,
not
they're
ready.
not. But I do think it's going to be a form of Kang, because throughout Kang's comic book storyline, he's actually had several aliases. And one of them is a character known as Immortus. I think that's going to be who we get in this series, because Elias has had a past with Immortus. Like, there's been a battle there.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're just changing the story up a little bit, so where he's now the guard dog for Immortus. I think that's what's going to happen. I'm still kind of bummed that that Mobius is not somehow connected with the overall. I'm saying it now. It's still possible, but if it's not, I'm okay with it, because this has been brilliant writing from the beginning.
Well, I love his exit in this episode.
Yeah.
Where you going back to the TVA? What are you gonna do when you get there? Burn it down.
Thanks for the spark.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Yeah.
it was
And then
such a great.
Loki has connected with him on a personal level.
Yeah.
To the point where he gave him a hug.
Yes.
It's like, thank you.
Yeah.
You've helped me realize who I truly am
Yes.
through this, and then how that I can love somebody himself.
Imagine that.
Yeah, but he's still by far my favorite character.
Right.
Through the series has been Mobius.
Right.
But,
So we're so out of sync on the order of this episode, but it was. So after they go down into the basement, we get a scene with Ravonna Renslayer with Sylvie, and Sylvie is pretty much threatening her life, and she's like, okay, you're going to tell me what's going on. And we find out that where they've been sent is not actually, they haven't been erasing stuff. What they've been doing is transporting matter to the end of time, where it is then devoured by Elias.
Yep.
So that has been very, that nobody saw that coming. Like, nobody saw that coming.
And that's at the end of time, but then
Right.
who built it?
Exactly.
We're still at that. Who built it?
Yep.
Who's in charge of it?
Yep.
And that's what she wants.
Yeah, she's asking this information from Renslayer, and Renslayer's got Miss Minutes there, and that she has tipped off Miss Minutes somehow, some way, that she's being held captive.
Yeah. Well, she even noticed that Minutes was nervous too
Yes.
while she was in the room with her.
Yeah.
So
Miss Minutes calls in some more Minutemen. They bust through the door. Long story short, Sylvie decides to prune herself. She prunes herself, shows back up. Mobius comes driving up
in a pizza truck.
in a pizza
Or
truck,
pizza car.
pizza vehicle, in a pizza vehicle.
Pizza vehicle.
Picks her up, and then they start discussing what's going to happen. But in that moment, before he picks her up, she actually connects and enchants Elias briefly, and sees that there's something else going on besides just this giant purple smoke dragon.
Yeah. From what he's protecting.
Yes.
Right.
There's something else there. He's protecting it, and she that's her plan. Now we pick back up with the Lokis, and that's when we finally get the President Loki, vote for Loki, that we saw in a lot of the trailers, and his little merry band of misfit Lokis.
Yep.
Wow.
And which one of us are you?
Exactly. Dude, there was so much Loki action in this episode that it was absolutely beautiful. President Loki loses a hand to Loki Alligator. We find out boastful Loki had actually betrayed our Loki crew to President Loki and his merry band of Lokiness,
So he could be king.
so he could be king.
And then Loki, president, betrays him. So he can be king.
Da-da-da.
Then all of his army betray him.
Yeah.
So somebody else can be king, I
Yeah.
guess. So Loki betraying everybody.
Yeah, and then Alligator Loki just like handles his business. He did more damage than anybody else, I swear.
Yeah.
So we go from there. We find out that our Loki, variant Loki, has decided he is going to kill Elias, and everybody else is like, "You're insane," but we really don't have another option, so let's just go.
We'll get you there, but that's all we're doing.
Yeah, like we'll get you to where we're going, but we're not actually going to be participating. So it was fantastic. Then Mobius shows up. Morbius. I'm looking too
Mobius.
much into Spider-Man already.
Yep.
Mobius shows up, and he has Sylvie with him, and she's just like, well, what were you going to do, kill it? And they were just kind of like, well, yeah. She's like,
That was your plan?
that was your plan?
Well, I'm going to enchant it.
Yes.
Mobius. She's very confident, isn't she?
Yeah, I love. Oh, it was great, so great. Then we have another little moment between Loki and Sylvie where he conjures a blanket for both of them, and
Talking about what they will do at the end
yeah,
when they figure out who's behind it all and they stop them.
yeah,
But my favorite scene there was Mobius talking with the other Lokis about alligator Loki.
yeah.
Is he really a Loki? Well, he's green,
He's
isn't he?
green, isn't he?
I mean, he could be, but or is he playing the long game?
Which
Which would make him more like a
more
Loki
Loki.
because that's what you guys do, I guess. So
it was perfect.
Yeah.
It was so spot on. I really Pop Figures actually have released images of a Loki Gator now.
that's awesome.
Yeah, so that'll be going to my collection.
Yep.
Just heads up. But then we pick up after that. We get the big showdown between Loki, Sylvie, and Eliath. Yes, and it is epic.
Not going their way at first.
No.
Right? They're about to get wiped
They're
out.
about to go down hard.
And then we have
Classic Loki,
coming in to save the day. And
which he had already said he wasn't interested in.
No.
He said he was out.
Which I think some of Mobius kind of helped push him along
Yeah.
into helping. But you see how powerful he is.
Yes.
And Loki doesn't realize he's that powerful. He's looking,
Yeah.
I think we're more powerful than we realize.
Yeah, and I think that's the big thing that we're really taking away from this episode is Loki as a character and as a group are much more powerful than they have ever been given credit for.
I think even
and
individually,
realized. Yes.
he didn't realize how powerful he could be.
Yes.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because I mean this is the same Loki that potentially dies later in the he was supposed to die when Thanos, took care of him. So he escaped, he hit on a planet, then the TVA showed up and, pruned him.
Because he got lonely and missed his brother.
Yes. He missed his brother.
Missed Thor.
It's a good moment.
Yep.
Kid Loki, you killed Thor.
That was awesome too.
That was awesome.
What did you do, become a variant? I killed Thor.
Yeah. Everybody was at that moment was like, okay, we don't have nothing else to say.
Now we know why he's king.
Yeah, you win.
Yeah.
So we pick up, then classic Loki conjures a vision and an image of Asgard.
Yep.
And Elias goes after it.
Destroys the whole thing.
Yes. And then destroys classic Loki.
Yep. Goes out like a boss though.
He does.
But then you see.
Screaming,
Yep.
glorious purpose! That's going to be my battle cry.
Yeah. Glorious purpose.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mine will be the god of
The God of Outcasts.
outcast.
Yeah.
God of
That was
Outcasts.
great. That's actually another reference to the comic book. Like, he actually makes that statement in the comics. So, it's... End ups enchanting Eliath.
Together.
Together.
They had to do it together.
Loki and Sylvie, they enchant Eliath together, and it opens a portal to a castle that we have not seen, and we have no idea where it's at.
Yep. So that's the big mystery.
Yeah,
That's where we're going next.
yeah,
So now is who's behind the curtain?
yeah, exactly. That and dude, like, what am I supposed to do here? Like, I don't like, you can't leave me on a note like that.
They have promised us that it's going to be tied up with a neat little bow at the end of this next episode.
And have long-lasting effects.
Yeah. But
In
it's
the
also
MCU.
supposed to have some closure.
Yes.
Right? So,
But we also get a season 2.
yes. But they're supposed to tie it with a bow, right? For episode 6. Unless you're saying the series as a whole will be tied as in a bow, and we're just playing with you guys.
If they're just messing with my emotions, I am so done with this. Like, you'll hear me hollering from my house 30 minutes away. Yeah. I will be so angry. Everyone in the neighborhood will be awake at the premiere of 3 a.m.
Yep.
So, all right. So, anyways, for you, what do you rank this episode?
I'm going to give it a 5. Just
Gonna
because
give it a 5.
It was a fun episode.
Dude, it was such
From
a
start
fun
to
episode.
finish. It was just fun.
It was. It absolutely
Joy to
was fun.
watch.
Okay. For me, absolutely 4.9 And I have to give it a 4.9. I would give it a 5, but we have one more episode.
See, I don't care. It was just a good episode.
It was a great episode. Oh my gosh.
Now, what they don't need to do is go here and then end it here like they did in Falcon and Winter Soldier.
If they do that.
We went there and then we went way down. It's like, ooh, that's not where I was expecting that to go.
If we have another Winter Soldier finale, dude.
Upsetting.
The fans will riot.
Yeah, that'd be highly upsetting.
The fans will riot.
Yep.
It won't be good. It won't be pretty. So, loved it. If you haven't seen it after listening to us talk about it, we can't do it justice. You need to go watch it right now, and then just fanboy with us.
And if you haven't watched any of it, go watch from the beginning.
Stream it,
binge
that
enjoy
Joker,
and
yeah,
it's just fun.
So, all right. So that's it from this week from Monkey C.
Monkey Review.
Leave us a like,
Subscribe,
a few comments, share it with a friend. We love you guys. We'll see y'all next week.
bye guys.